So here's today's problem. We are filling these 175 bottles, and I have 12 heads here, and it's fed by a pump on the other side that goes through the activated carbon and some other stuff, fed by this 3/4 inch line down here that goes to 1.5 inches. And when it comes down, it's on a 24-second cycle. 24 seconds right there. It does 6 gallons of liquid. And you can see the level in the filler dropping. Now, the pump has a hard time keeping up. I mean, sorta. So, they're just filling up. And we'll watch it go through the capper here. But it takes a while for it to come back up. So it's still not up, and I'll just show you this here real quick. It's still not up, and so the next bottles would be coming in, like see those two right there? It's still not up. There you go. Finished product, right? Well, the problem is now it just shut off. But if the other 12 bottles were in here, it would have gone down another 6. So basically what happens is it goes down, and when it cycles, it starts coming back up in another cycle. It goes down, and eventually we have to stop the whole machine and wait. And then we'll wait for it to come back up to here and then go again. Well, all that waiting and stuff takes time, and time is money, because we want to be able to crank out as much as we possibly can. And that stuff is loud. And there's those. So I'll show you what I have over here. I'm gonna take a tote and connect this end to the tote, and then the other end, oh, I must have it down in the welding bay. The other end we're gonna connect to the other thing that's down in the welding bay, an 1.5-inch ball valve. And so the 1.5-inch ball valve will go over here. So we'll replace this 3/4 inch ball valve with an 1.5 inch. This is an air ball valve. So 1.5 inch will go here, and that way, if it's calling for liquid, you close this, and liquid won't shoot out from the tank, basically, when you disconnect it. And then this will be 1.5 inch tubing all the way back. Like, here's the hose, this stuff right here. And it may not look that big, but to put it in perspective, this is 1/2 inch. Everything's moving around, it's so confusing. You know, to put it in perspective side, that's 1/2 inch, and that's way freaking bigger. I have this piece here, and I went and touched it up on the lathe just to make sure that it's square, and it is. And I just have to marry them together now. Like that. Check it out, make sure that that's what I want. Looks good. Got one problem, child. and we'll go throw this under some water so I can actually handle it. And then I'll show you the 2-in-1 wheel. This is an explosion-proof level sensor. Now this box right here I got from Home Depot. We got to get to Home Depot. It's like 30-40 minutes before they open. We need to go get some silicone, but this is a completely sealed stainless tube. And there's a little magnet in here with a little reed switch. And all it does is connect the two wires together. So for the pump, it basically has no current going through the wires that we need, and that's why you can use something like this. It just is a signal wire. So I found this piece here. It's a 1/2 inch on one side welded to a 3/4 inch pipe of adapter or something. I'm just gonna cut this apart. Here. There's that. I always lose this thing. And I found some silicone. I don't have to go to the store. So let's see. Okay, there we go. This actually shouldn't take too terribly long, so what I do is I always hit F8 to lock everything. Draw square or across, and then everything from there I just do like that, and then we'll do like here, offset that, I'm gonna erase this, take this, get rid of that, delete, offset, and then we're gonna draw a circle here. So diameter, enter, point. Three, enter, okay. And then we're going to mirror that, so we're going to mirror, not copy object, array, polar array, and we're going to select a center point, which is right there, and then we're going to select the objects, which is that. Enter, and then we want 4, and we say okay, and now we have that, delete, this here, so that's 1.06, and
And if we want this to set in there, then that's fine. So we can also go on the surface, which is also fine. So we'll do circle, diameter, enter, 1.1, enter, and then we will delete that line, and then we will save it. Vodka. Save it as a DXF. Save. Close this. Design edge. This is the plasma cam program. We'll import. Desktop. And we'll type in there you go. Now we have a piece that we can cut. So I just used the 2-in-1 wheel and I cleaned this up. The part we literally just made seconds ago. And then here's this. So it'll go in there like that. Just like that. And when you weld it, it's gonna pull, right? When it cools down, it heats up and then it cools down and then it'll pull. So you have to make sure that that thing is flush. So now this is the top side. I buffed it. This is the bottom side. Now all we have to do is get the nut and bolts and silicone and go bolt this on and test this baby out. Probably the most important one here is the center hole. But the hole saw is a little bit bigger. So once we drill these, we can either go flush it out with water or use the vacuum cleaner. We got to get the plastic shavings out. Even with alcohol, the shavings will float to the top and we can just skim them off. But it's better just to get all that stuff out before you have to fill it with alcohol for human consumption, you know what I mean? So. Okay, so now it's the moment of truth. Put it everywhere. Don't be scared to get it all over hell. Then we're gonna smear it around to give it a nice even layer. Over absolutely every inch of this piece of stainless. And we're gonna give it some seconds. And it's nice to give it some time to kind of tack up, I should say. Okay, so now we're just gonna smooth out any excess silicone, and then we'll wait for this to dry. It won't take very long for it to tack up and form the skin on the surface. But before we put it into service, we'll wait. The system 1 here is hooked up to the big tank, and it should start pumping as soon as I do this, and then it's working, and then we'll go up top, move the limit switch, and see how if it turns off. It works. On. Off. On. Okay. So the outlet from the tote I modified. So instead of having it straight, because I feel that the hose would eventually kink over and bend because it's so damn big and heavy. Now it's going to come straight down. So you can see it's a lot faster. So you can see the recovery rate is basically nothing. And there, it's already full. The reservoir tank's already full again. Awesome. While I'm sitting here editing the rest of this video, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and that I completely forgot to make an outro for this. So here I am, a long while later, making this outro. So the problem is the bottles, or the pump couldn't be filled fast enough. Pump wasn't running good fast enough. And so we fixed that. We put the tank on top of the tank to act as a giant reservoir, using the big hose to pipe the vodka to the reservoir on the filler. And it's a success. And I must say, I shot this video January, February, something like that, and now it's May. We've been using this thing, and it has just been an absolute godsend. It gives us such a massive buffer, you know. So before we only had a buffer of 25 gallons, and you know, I told you how it would run out, right? Well, now we have 25 gallons plus 320 gallons of a buffer of vodka. So every time we stop and switch labels, every time we need to bring in more bottles, where the other tank would just fill up and it would stop at 25 gallons, well, if the 320 gallon tank starts dropping down, like, all these things add up. You know, we go to lunch, go to break. That buffer has helped us so much. I'm so glad that we made these small little changes to the filling line. It has kept production up, and we're really a force to be reckoned with when it comes to bottling, you know. So I want to say thank you very much for watching the video. It means a lot. I hope you might have got a glimpse of maybe behind the scenes stuff that we do here, where we're filling alcohol. If you have any questions, if you'd like me to shoot some other videos about some other stuff around the distillery, please just ask. We're pretty open to that kind of stuff, and you know, we have fun doing this. So thank you very much. Take care.